Viewers with longer memories might remember this, the 2001 BMW X Coupe concept. Its job was to usher in the Chris Bangle era of flame-surfaced new design elements as defined by the E65 7 Series. It proved extremely successful, even though it was very controversial and influenced heaps of cars for the next decade. And now there's this, the Neue Klasse by BMW. This is the Vision concept, and its job too is to introduce BMW's new design language, but also it's a technological showcase showing sustainability, electrification, and a whole bunch of other things. So let's dive right in.
This is our closest look yet at BMW's most important and expensively conceived new model for the second half of this decade, and it's a doozy. Dubbed the Neue Klasse Vision concept, it is a close to production representation of a 3 Series sedan-sized electric vehicle due to enter production within 2 years, just ahead of a 2026 Australian launch. Think of it as BMW's long-awaited response to the Tesla Model 3, albeit in a more sophisticated and upmarket package. Using an all-new battery EV architecture known as BMW's 6th generation eDrive technology, it promises 30% more range, 30% faster charging and 25% greater efficiency, and it will underpin 6 distinct models by 2027. As the Neue Klasse name, which directly translates to new class, so clearly implies, this is a fresh start, just like the original Neue Klasse range of compact sports sedans did for a failing BMW back in the early 1960s. These directly led to the famous 3 Series of today. The coming production models will have been engineered to major on sustainability by using far more recyclable materials and far fewer natural resources such as rare earth elements to reduce its carbon footprint across the vehicle's entire life cycle.
Now, I can't recall a more stunning concept car in many years of doing this job. There are so many interesting elements about the design, from the shark nose, which conjures up images of the late 60s, early 70s E9 coupe, you know, the 3-litre CSI coupe and all that stuff. The clean surfaces around the profile, which actually is beautifully proportioned. To me, that reminds me of 3 Series and 5 Series from the 70s and 80s. And then there's this pert tail. It's got a stubby 3-box design that absolutely defines what BMW wants to do for the next, say, few years in terms of clean surfacing. Such clean, uncluttered surfacing. It's rare, and quite frankly, if BMWs continue to look this good, especially sedans, it might turn out to be, honestly, the saviour of the sedan. It's just so beautiful.
And while this concept car's ultra spacious but starkly bare interior seems a bit too far-fetched for reality, with a full-length glass roof, Stormtrooper white surfaces, lack of any switchgear, and super cool corduroy bucket seats, it does highlight BMW's pared-back thinking. That said, the show car does debut BMW's vaunted new panoramic vision display, which projects customizable instrumentation across the entire lower length of the windscreen base. Striving to minimize driver distraction, it's ingenious and in keeping with the fresh, progressive design outside.
So there you have it. BMW's commitment to the car of the future as outlined by one beautiful concept. It won't actually replace the 3 Series, but what it does do is show us what the coming BMW sedans, SUVs and other body styles will look like, and more importantly be like in terms of sustainability, electrification and the general circular economy sustainability thing moving forward. It's an absolutely stunning and ambitious display of what BMW can do. Don't forget, you can read all about BMW news at carsguide.com.au, and as always, thanks for watching.